Hi, this is John Dumke with Long Beach Real Estate. And in the news recently, we've seen long-term interest rates hitting record lows. And so once again, it might be time to look at refinancing your home. Only this time, we'll be refinancing with a twist. When you buy a home, unfortunately, you have to accept the interest rates that are available at the time. The great thing about refinancing is you can watch the market over 5, 10, 15 years, and in those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, you can capitalize on the low rates and refinance at that time. Right now, I think we're getting close to that time, and it's worthwhile taking a look. Only this time, we'll be refinancing with a twist. In most instances, people refinance to pull money out or to lower their payment. But in this instance, I have 23 years and several months left on my mortgage, and I'll be looking to refinance into a 15-year mortgage, buying myself future financial freedom rather than a lower payment. If your refinancing doesn't involve taking out any cash, then usually the sole reason is to get a lower payment. A lower payment through a lower interest rate is the way to go, because then that's free money. But in many instances, a loan will reset that you've been paying on for 5 or 10 years. It will reset back to a 30-year term, and that will lower your payment, but that doesn't buy you anything because you're just trading the lower payment for a greater length. What you want to be looking for is a lower overall interest rate. So if I look at the current rates that are available on wellsfargo.com, I see that a 30-year mortgage is at 3 5/8 or 3.625 for a conforming loan, which is a loan less than $765,000. Now my current rate is 3 3/4, so that only saves me 1/8 of a percentage point. Not enough to justify refinancing. But what about that tasty 15-year loan? That's at 3%. Well, that could save me some significant money. My current blended rate between my first and my second, while my first is at 3 3/4, my blended rate with my second trust deed is a little over 4%. So between the first and the second, I'll be saving over 1%. For every 1% savings on $100,000 borrowed, that's $1,000. So in my instance, that might save me $5,000 or $6,000 every month. The downside, unfortunately, is that my mortgage payment will be about $600 more. Now, if you're only 30 years old, then the extra $600 in your pocket might be more valuable than the years saved. But if you're like me, a tail-end baby boomer, headed into retirement at some point, you might want to have that mortgage payment paid off, and I think that would be a smart move. And from what I've heard from many lenders, that's what a lot of people are doing at this point. To qualify for these low interest rates, you'll need a high FICO score, but you'll also need enough equity in your property, otherwise known as loan to value. If you have any questions regarding the value of your home, please feel free to give me a buzz, 562-572-2296. Be happy to help you with any questions you may have. This is John Dumke with Long Beach Real Estate. Thanks again.